What's up, you guys? Welcome back for another video of the boat build. This will be episode number 4. In this video, I'm going to show you what I did to seal the wood to make it water resistant, as well as finishing the woodworking and most of the carpeting. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are enjoying my videos, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And comment. Feel free to comment, ask me questions. I try and get back to everybody. And if there's something I'm doing you guys want to see in more detail, I'll definitely try to add that to my future content. So yeah, please subscribe, comment, and enjoy the video. We're going to get right into it. All right, guys, I just got done finishing up these back pieces. I didn't film it. I just had to do a lot of fitment and cutting and recutting and stuff like that, so I didn't film that. But I'll walk you through just how I did it and why I did it. I designed it like this because I think it's really aesthetically pleasing. The two angled pieces coming back like that, I just think it makes it flow. And it's also going to be nice to have my switch panel right here, right next to the driver's seat, so I can just reach down and switch on whatever I want. I'm also going to put a cup holder right here. And then I'll also still have my big cabinet. I can just open it right up. So this side's similar. It's a little shorter because I didn't have enough plywood, so I just made that one 4 foot. This one's just a little longer than 4 foot, so it's not much different. I'm gonna put another cup holder over here. And then, yeah, nothing down here for now. I'm gonna put my battery charger somewhere inside there. I might put it inside right on that wall. I forgot, I'm gonna have my plug right here for my charger, my onboard charger. So it'll be really nice and easy to plug in right there. But I still have a little bit left to do for woodwork. I gotta wall that in so it's not just open under there. And then probably wall the front side too, so that cabinet's just nice and isolated. I'll see, we'll see. I gotta look at it some more, figure that out. But once that's done, then I can start pulling this all out. Then I got to seal all this wood up, make it water resistant. And then after that, we could finally get into the carpeting and carpet everything, get it all fit up and actually attached on how I want it, and do the hinges. And then I could start putting latches on and putting all my accessories on. So I got a lot of work left to do, but we're gonna bust right through it. Okay, got everything cut out that I want to do. I think I'm done with woodworking for a little while. I decided to leave this front under this cabinet open for now because it's going to make it easier to get under there to do some wiring for my trolling motor and my fish finder. So I'm going to leave that open, cut this piece out, and then maybe in the future I'll put a piece here, but we'll see. For sealing this, I actually made a Facebook post on Tiny Boats Nation Facebook group. If you guys aren't a part of that, I highly recommend it if you're doing a boat build like this, because there's a lot of good information and a lot of cool builds on there, give you some ideas and, you know, insight. But anyway, they recommended the unanimous recommendation was using fiberglass resin to seal all the wood. I was planning on painting everything with just oil-based paint because I did get water resistant plywood and used pressure treated redwood for the framing. So it's already a little water resistant, and then just painting it makes it even more resistant. But I don't want to have to take this all apart and do it all again anytime soon. And if I do this fiberglass resin, it's gonna last. I have a lot left over. I'm probably gonna have to buy more, but the stuff's not super expensive and it's at Home Depot, easy to get. So I'm gonna test it out on this little piece right here. One of the smallest, easiest pieces to do. So I'm gonna seal this up with that and see how it works out before I get to doing the rest of it. All right, I got this one coated all around. That actually wasn't bad at all. It's just dealing with the fiberglass mat I don't like. So just putting this stuff on is just like doing any other coating really. So hopefully the way I have it sitting, it doesn't run down too much, but it sets up quick. So I'm gonna let this dry and see how it turns out. Doing the rest of this like that's not a big deal. Just have to get it all pulled out and set out, laid out in a way I could do a lot of it at once. And it'll go pretty quick. So it's exciting. We're making some pretty good progress. I'm almost done sealing all this wood with the fiberglass resin, and I just want to take a minute and show you guys how good it seals wood, in my opinion, against water. So I got a piece sitting here that I did a couple days ago. It's fully hardened. Just gonna pour some water on it. And it's gonna run off. It just beads up right on top of the wood. Comes right off. Doesn't soak into the wood at all. I actually let it sit on here and it just evaporated pretty much. It didn't even sink into the wood. So I think it seals really well. I think it's gonna work great. So like I said, almost done sealing all this wood. Those pieces over there are actually all the way done. And so is the casting deck. It's all done and dry. So I can actually start cutting out the carpet for this and getting started on that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I still gotta flip that over, finish sealing some parts, and do the floor, the middle floor piece too. It's only got one side done, so I gotta do the other side tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be working on this carpet. What's up, guys? Today's a new day. I actually went and bought a few things to help me out, so I just want to show you what I got going on and stuff I bought to help me. So from the time lapse, you saw I got this casting deck carpeted. It went pretty well. There's a couple things I think I could have done better. And I actually stopped and watched a couple videos that I think Anthony Jones did that really helped me out. Just with doing the corners of the carpet, little tricks he has to do that. And then also, these staples don't matter, you're not gonna see them, but on other places like the hatches, you're gonna see these. So he paints them, and I think he learned it from someone else, the Tiny Boats Nation guy. But it's a good idea, so I decided to do it too. Just paint these staples that are going to be exposed so they'll blend in a little better. It'll just look nicer. And I got a lot of stapling left to do, and I had just a hand stapler that I was using, but it sucks when you got to do a lot of them. So I bought a electric stapler. It's only like 30 bucks at Home Depot, but it'll be really nice. Not having to squeeze the gun every time, so it'll make it go a lot easier. Had to buy more staples. Make sure you get stainless steel so it's water resistant. Bunch of stainless steel hardware for my casting deck, even though I'm not to that point yet. I just got it, so when I'm ready to bolt it onto the boat, I have it. More rollers. I got more brushes because fiberglass resin just eats through brushes and rollers, and then it hardens up and you can't use the brush again. So it's like a one-time use thing. So get cheap brushes, cheap rollers, and you'll just have to go through a lot of them. But yeah, I got a few more of those because I have to do the bottom side of this still. And then I got to flip that over and do all the bottom sides of that. And then I'll be done with fiberglass resin. Thank goodness, because it's a pain to deal with. It's not that bad, it's just tedious is all. But yeah, I'm excited to be done with it. And then I gotta paint a bunch of stuff. So I was gonna carpet this hatch to see how it fits. And then I remembered I wanted to paint anything that's gonna be exposed. I don't want it just to be wood. So when you open a hatch, I want it to be painted gray. It'll just look nicer. So all the bottom sides of my hatches are gonna have to be painted gray. Maybe I'll probably do a lot of the framing just because you're gonna see that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be painting some more epoxy and then doing some gray paint and then hopefully doing some more carpeting. Well, I'm making pretty good progress. I got a lot of carpeting done and it's looking pretty good. But I ran into a bit of a dilemma. So I bought a roll of this carpet and it was 6 foot by 18 foot. And I thought that would be plenty of carpet for a 12 foot by 5 foot wide boat. But I didn't factor in all the overlaps, the walls, and I was planning on carpeting all the way up under here for the bottom deck piece and carpeting it in one piece. And then also, the overlap from the casting deck and then that. I'm gonna be just a little bit short on carpet. So I think I came up with a way that hopefully I'll have just barely enough carpet to finish this job, because they only sell this, I think the smallest roll of this they sell on Amazon is 13 feet by 6 feet, and it's $100. I don't want to spend $100, so I'm gonna cut this up a little bit, this decking piece. So I'm gonna cut it here and then cut these little pieces off, the side pieces, and then I'm not gonna carpet this. I'm just gonna carpet the centerpiece and the edges and then all the hatches, and then I'll have enough carpet left over to do my walls, I believe. So that'll just make it so, I'm gonna have this capped off with carpet, and then the inside of this cabinet just isn't gonna be carpeted, which is no big deal. I'll just paint everything and make it look good, and I'll just have to live with it like that. Maybe later on down the road I'll change some stuff, but I think it'll be fine. And so that's what I'm gonna do to avoid having not enough carpet. I'm gonna cut this piece up, carpet it a little bit differently than I planned on, but I think it'll be all right. All right, I didn't film it, but I went ahead and cut that piece like I said I was gonna right there. That way I'll just have to carpet this area and not worry about the inside of this hatch. And then I also, when I was fitting this up after I was carpeting stuff, I noticed everything's fitting way tighter than I expected. I did leave some room, but I didn't leave enough room in some places. So I had to go back through and cut more off this hatch, and then this whole back I had to cut a little bit, a 1/4 inch or so. And then I totally spaced it and didn't think about the gap I needed for here. So I had to cut some off both of these. So when I put the carpet on, they'll fit tight, but not too tight. So if you're doing a build like this, just pay attention. Anywhere you're putting carpet, it's gonna add at least 1/8 of an inch. So if you got 2 pieces of carpet, it's gonna add a 1/4 inch. And I planned for that on most of my hatches. I missed it in some places. So I had to go back through, cut some pieces off. And since I did that, I'm gonna have to go and do the fiberglass resin on the edges where I cut, just so I get a good watertight seal on everything. So gonna have to do more epoxy. Wasn't planning on it, but you gotta do it. So don't make that mistake, guys. right, you guys, this is where I ended up. I got most of the carpeting done. Just have 2 pieces left to do, but I gotta wait to do those until I paint stuff. So it's gonna have to wait. I'm gonna show you that mistake I pointed out real quick. So this carpet has seams in it that run a certain way. And I was being very careful trying to get them all front to back. And I had that piece laid out right the first time. And then I moved it because I was worried about how much carpet I had left. And it came out sideways. I was working late, not paying attention. You guys know how it goes. So made a mistake. It came out sideways, but it's not a huge deal. Just a little bit of an eyesore, but I'm gonna have to live with it. Because I don't have enough carpet to redo it. I barely have enough to do the sides. And like I said, you can only buy a bulk amount of it, and I don't want to spend that much more money. So it's okay. I'll still be able to fish out of it. No big deal, right? But yeah, just got to pull all this back out, paint everything, paint the boat. Just going to paint everything that same color gray. And once that's done, move on to the hinges and latches and wiring and accessories. So coming along really good. All right, you guys, that concludes this episode. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming episodes, and I'll catch you on the next one.